Hey, there we are live on Psych Up with Brian. And sorry I'm a little late this morning. Great to see you. Jennifer's always here. So today last week we talked on Friday about going over the 6 steps to making more money. So actually we talked about the 7 money affirmations. If you didn't see that one yet, I would heavily recommend going and checking that one out. Uh, let's see. And so if you I'm going to actually jump into this other one, which is all about actually step number 6 is talking about you follow the 6 steps to make more money. So let's talk about the 6 steps to make more money. Now, this is pretty detailed. And so you may have to take notes on this pretty quickly, or obviously you can always go back and watch it over again. So the 6 steps to make more money, to have more money in your life. These are very practical steps, and they apply to different areas. So let's break these down and take a look at what we're talking about here. So the number one, this is going to be 6 different areas, ways to make more money. So the 6 steps to make more money. Number one, identify your valuable strengths. Identify your valuable strengths. What are people going to pay you for? What do you do well? What is a marketable skill? So let's break that down. There's actually 4 notes on that one. Okay, so identify your valuable strengths. Number one, be comprehensive using, now I have a strengths and weaknesses form. You can make up your own little strengths and weaknesses form. Be as comprehensive as you can. And you're listing, and then number 2 is I want you to list your God-given talents, including beneficial personality traits. Okay, what sort of God-given talents do you have? Are you naturally athletic? Okay, now if you're naturally athletic, that might lead to a whole bunch of different careers, as a physical trainer, as a personal trainer, as a pickleball coach. I don't know. What's your love? What's your passion? And that's where you start to look what is your passion, and you want to be able to love what you do, and then you won't work a day in your life, right? That's the old saying. So try to find something that you love to do, and if and that is probably related to your whatever your God-given talents are, and your good personality traits. Now, your personality traits, you weren't necessarily born with those. You picked them up from your early role models. So if you look at what your mom and dad are good at, there's a good chance that you might be good in those same things, same kind of personality traits. My mom was very good communicator. And so obviously that was where I got my communication skills. And that's one of my personality traits, good communicator. So are you competitive? If you're kind of a competitive person, which I am, I was raised in a competitive family. Well, that's a personality trait. That can be a good personality trait in the right opportunity. Okay, so make this list. Use comprehensive using your strengths and weaknesses form. Number 2, list your God-given talents, including beneficial personality traits. Number 3, list the valuable skill sets that you've developed. Okay, you've been trained at stuff. You went to school, maybe you went to college, maybe you have some specific training in certain areas, and now you have some real estate investing training, obviously, and so that's playing into your training. So those are valuable skill sets. Maybe you've developed pretty good skills on the phone. Maybe you've gotten to be pretty good as a investor on the phone. You're good at talking to people on the phone and in person, and you know all the scripts. Trust me, that's a really valuable skill set. A super valuable skill set is being comfortable with the scripts that it takes to close deals. Where are all those scripts? They're all in the what to say and what to do system. It's just up to you to, avail yourself of those incredible scripts and read them over. Okay. Hey, happy Monday, Jennifer. Hey, Doris. You're in class. Oh, okay. Hi, Doris, Isabel. Their role models are pivotal in the making of a person. I should be checking on these. Yes, absolutely. That's a good point. All right, now, number 4 is brainstorm different opportunities that match your strengths. Okay, so that's number 1. That's number 1 step. That's what I said. It's detailed stuff. So number 1 way to make more money is to identify your valuable strengths. Number 1, Be comprehensive using a strengths and weaknesses form. Number 2, you list your God-given talents, including beneficial personality traits. Number 3, list the valuable skill sets you've developed. Jennifer, you're never going to be able to keep up with this. Number 4, brainstorm different opportunities that match your strengths. Okay. Now, let's get into number 2. This is the number 2 step to making more money. That's seeking a raise or promotion at your current employment. Okay, so let's say you have a regular job, and a lot of us have regular jobs, and then our real estate investing is our side hustle. I don't like to call it that. It's our multiple income streams is what they are. So in this, you're going to be, so how do you seek a raise or promotion at your current employment? Number 1, you be more valuable. Okay, you get more training, you more sales, or you work harder. Okay, if you're in sales, you get more sales. That would make you a lot more valuable. Okay, if you're in almost any field, more training makes you more valuable. And of course, work harder. I mean, now some of you guys, I'm telling you, you might think you work hard. If you work a regular 40-hour week, they say that the average employee actually works about 2/3 of the time they're at work is actually thinking about their work. And about 1/3 of the time, over 30% of the time at work is not actually doing work. Okay, so I think most of us, if we were totally honest, if we have a regular job, we could probably be a little bit more efficient with our task management, more efficient with our time management and task execution. So just think about that, being more productive each day. Okay. So number 2, evaluate how things could be done cheaper or better. Okay, look at how things are being done. Look at the systems that things are. Now, don't buck the system. Don't be the big rebel that gets your head chopped off. But look at how things, where you could suggestion box items, that type of thing. How could we do a little better over here? How could we make things better? Maybe we could have a script for when people call in, and then everybody would say the same thing, and it would be better. Excuse me. I'm telling you, scripts are systems. A script will answer a problem a lot of times. Let's just write a script, and so then we'll always say that script. Okay, so again, evaluate how things can be done better or cheaper. Find a better vendor. I mean, find how to do something a little less expensive. That's always, bosses and management loves that. Even if you're middle management. So number 3, type up an intelligent suggestion list. Think of things and write up what you think would make the company do better. Okay, now this is, again, if you're a regular employee at a regular place. Okay, so type up an intelligent suggestion list. Again, you do have to be careful here because work is political and you don't want to step on people's toes. But if you can, and then number 4 is present the list to boss. This is where you got to be political. Or judiciously make changes yourself. So number 4, say, hey, boss, I really want the company to do better. I really foresee a great future for myself in this company. Now, this is a good script you could say, and I'd really like to be here long term and help this company grow and be better. And so I've been thinking about it, and I've been thinking, how can we do better? How can we increase our profit margin? How can we have a higher gross profit this year? And so I just came up with some suggestions. Set the meeting up in advance. Don't just blow in there and say, hey, I got an idea, a couple ideas here. Make it a thing, and then they'll realize you're serious. Present your list and say, and go over it. If they'll give you half an hour, say, maybe we can even talk about some of these things. And if you even have ideas on how to implement them, even better. Even if you have just a couple of ideas, they see that you're on the right mindset. They're looking, how many people do things like this, and say, boss, I want the company to do better. And, I'd like to be a part of that. And so I'd love to, contribute in any way I can. And here's some ideas. Okay. So number 4 is present the list to the boss. Or, if you think if I say this, Betty's going to flip out, but maybe if I kind of just do it, what do they say? Sometimes it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. It's easier to get forgiveness than ask permission. So sometimes you got to be careful on this, though. I've bucked, City Hall on things and had issues with management before when I've worked at regular places, including getting kicked, getting kicked out. I know how I want to do things, and I know the best way to do things. And when I was younger, I wasn't as careful about presenting my ideas in every situation. Okay. So number 5 is make sure the boss knows that knows your positive results. So if you are doing these things and getting positive results, this is where you got to play politics a little bit. I have that in parentheses, play politics. So this is where you got to make sure the boss knows what you're doing. It's amazing how the boss is busy and sometimes they don't see you all the time. And if you don't make them aware of all these good things you're doing and your great results, they don't really recognize it. So it's important to play politics if you want more money. I'm sorry to say it, but if you're working at a regular company, politics is part of it. And you don't have to you don't have to manufacture and just have this be bringing candy and bringing donuts for the boss. You're doing things, you're contributing in a way that the boss wants. I mean, you're making the company better, you're thinking, you're working a little harder, you're making yourself more valuable, you're coming up with ideas. Wow, an employee who's coming up with ideas to make my company better. So you're contributing in a really good way. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm having some computer issues today. That's why I'm a little slow. Okay, number 6, fill out your desired outcome forms for your meeting with the boss. There's a specific form I have, but just make sure you understand what's my target of this meeting. When I go in there to ask for my promotion or my raise, because they have the power to do it. You're obviously talking to the person who can say yes or no to this. I want you to have a desired outcome. I want to make 10,000 more per year or whatever it is. I don't know where you're at or what your position is there, but maybe you want to have a promotion, and it's not so much about the money, but it's about shifting duties or something like that. So, but this communication with your boss can make a huge difference. Okay, so make sure going into this meeting, you know what you want. Because otherwise you'll kind of go in there and blow the boss away, and they'll say, yeah, this is all great. And then you'll go, and they'll say, oh, so that's all great. You're doing awesome. And then you're not making the ask. It's like not asking for the sale. How do you get a sale? You ask for the sale. You present the benefits, and then you ask for the sale. If you just present the benefits and say, look how great I am, boss, and then you don't ask for the sale, you're not going to get the sale. So again, be very clear on what the promotion is that you want, or the change of duties is that you want, or the more money that you want. Okay, be really clear on that, and then show them how you're making more money. If you can show them how you're making more money for the company, then obviously it's like in their interest to pay you more money. You're making more money for the company. Okay, and so lastly, number 7, do that meeting with your boss. Make sure you're highlighting your value and request your raise or promotion. Okay, so that's where the money meets, where the rubber meets the road. Number 7. Okay, I'm not going to go back over all these because there's just too many. So number 3, you can go back on the video. Okay, number 3 is find opportunities for people with your strengths. Now we talked about your strengths before. You identified them on your forms. So now you're going to seek those kind of opportunities. You know what your skill sets are. You know what you're trained to do. You also know what you'd like to do. You know what your passions, identify your passions. And so I want you to seek out those. So number 1, use the internet, personal networking, and other resources. I mean, you could use headhunter companies. It depends on where, again, your career is and what level you're at and what you're looking to do. But the internet has a lot of opportunities. You probably found, however you found us, we're on the internet, and we've trained a lot of people to make a lot of money in real estate. So we are an opportunity like this. find an opportunity for people with your skill set. So if you like real estate and you don't mind talking to people on the phone and you get excited about closing deals and helping people with real estate needs, then you're probably in the right place. You have the right skill sets, or you can quickly develop them in this business. How do you develop the skill sets in this business? You buy our what to say and what to do system, and you practice the scripts and you read over the steps. Every one of you can do the steps. Come on, I broke this business down. I tried to make this business the opportunity for anybody. With all these incredible scripts, there's 7 kind of real estate deals, and every single one of them has every single opening call, closing call, deal meeting script, all the paperwork. I mean, it's just really such a thorough system. I don't even think about it much anymore because we don't talk about it that much. But look, in terms of looking for opportunities, it's, what to say and what to do, and real estate investing is really good. So you're using the internet, personal networking, and other resources. Number 2, take advantage of the right opportunity when you're located. Okay, do your research, as we say, and find the right opportunity for you. And everybody needs multiple income streams here. We're talking about having multiple income streams in your life. So one salary, it's not like you have to say, wow, I'm going to start a whole new career that I can make more money at. You can stay with your career. You might have a cap on your career. You might be a teacher, or you're only going to make so much, and you'd really like to make more than that. But that doesn't mean you have to quit being a teacher or become a super teacher or something. And it's not like you can go to the boss for a raise as a teacher. It's a different kind of pay scale. Well, I don't know. Actually, I'm not exactly sure how that all works. Maybe you can go to the boss and get a raise as a teacher, but I think it's pretty controlled. But you're never going to make $200,000 a year as a teacher. I don't think. So what you want to do there is you got to look for multiple income streams, and this is where that applies. Finding opportunities. If you're a good talker and you can learn, obviously a teacher, it's perfect. You can learn stuff. You're a good reader, and that's what it takes to be good at real estate, actually reading a script. So again, take advantage. Once you find that opportunity, don't dally, don't procrastinate. Seize the opportunity. Start doing what it takes. Start fulfilling the KPIs, key performance indicators, that make that opportunity blossom, which in our case is making 20 phone calls a week. Okay, now number 4 is study others making more money in different fields. Now this is just going to open your mind to other opportunities. So number 1, again, study others making more money in different fields. Number 1, evaluate the opportunities in their fields. So again, this is where you would be looking at real estate. Like, okay, real estate investing, let me look at that. Okay, so you evaluate what's the cap on how much I could make doing that. Or maybe, let's say you want to get into, I don't know, Bitcoin or something. See, that's tricky because it's hard to say I can make this much money in Bitcoin, because it's kind of like you're investing and it goes up and down. So, but in terms of some other opportunity, people do other kinds of investing and things like that. I'm obviously very focused on real estate, but evaluate opportunities in their respective fields. Number 2, take stock of how your talents and skill sets would match up for that opportunity. And this would be real estate too. So say, okay, there's real estate investing. How do my talents and skill sets match up for that? Number 3, evaluate the cost effectiveness to learn new skill sets. Like if you have to learn something new. Now, my sister decided at 40 years old she was going to become a chiropractor. And so I thought at the time, wow, that's pretty ambitious. That's a lot of learning. That's a lot of going back to school that I can't even imagine doing. And but she did it, and she has a great practice, and she just came out and visited us. She's in Minnesota still. And I was very impressed with that. So she evaluated, she studied others making more money than she was in this other opportunity, chiropractics. And she said, I think that's for me. And so that was very impressed. She studied that, she evaluated it, she took stock of how her talents and skill sets match up. And this is where I was stumbled up, because evaluating the cost effectiveness to learn those new skill sets. Number 3, because that's a lot of money to learn, to start all over and become a chiropractor. That's a lot of training and a lot of money. And so that's why I guess I thought, I kind of hesitated when she told me that's what she was thinking about doing. But fortunately I didn't dissuade her, because she's a great chiropractor now, and she does really good things to helps a lot of people. So think about, how much it's going to cost me to get good enough to make money in this. And again, in real estate investing, I'll sell you the what to say and what to do system for $9.97, for under $1,000. And really, it is so comprehensive. And it really, if you are legitimately focused and legitimately diligent, and you really want to succeed in this, you really don't need anything other than that. I don't want to oversell it, but in terms of the execution of the tasks, that's what you need. Now, it's not a marketing system. It's not going to generate your leads for you. So you do need some leads to talk to. But then as soon as you got leads, it takes over. It's got all the steps and all the scripts to close deals in, whatever fashion, in all 7 different areas. So then 3 again, evaluate the cost effectiveness to learn the new skill sets. And number 4, many skill sets can be learned fairly quickly and affordably. People go back to school. People go back to school to become a nurse. My daughter is a nurse. That's a great career, but start thinking about, that. So number 5, make more money in a new field. So if this is what you want to do, if you feel like you're stuck in a field where you're never going to make enough money, you might want to make more money in this new field. So number 1, find a positive and qualified mentor in that field. That's a huge thing. If you're going to jump fields, you want to find somebody who can kind of guide you and help you be able to execute what you need to do. We're mentors for lots of folks in real estate investing. Number 2, set expectations for the learning curve and the ROI estimate. So what are your expectations for how long it's going to take you to learn this new stuff? Okay. And then how long is the ROI is return on investment. So again, like my sister, she invested a lot of money to become a chiropractor, and then she opened a business. Now, she worked at another business for another person, in another office for a while. And so I don't know how long it took her to make back what she invested, but you got to look at that. How long is it going to take me? Now, in real estate, if you learn it properly, you may make your money back. Obviously you should make the money back on your first deal. With how much you need to invest with us. Now, I know there's places where you can invest $30,000 and more dollars to learn real estate, and it pays off if you do what? If you do deals. If you do deals, it pays off, but if you don't do deals, it doesn't pay off. So you got to do deals. And so that's why it's really important. But set your expectations. How long is it going to take me to learn this, and how long is it going to take me to my return on investment? Number 3, make a plan with detailed action steps. Okay, for this new area, make a plan with detailed action steps. Number 4, and that's just brainstorming and writing them out. Number 4, put your plan into action through your roll schedule. Now, I talk about roll schedules sometimes, but it's just your schedule. And listen, my schedule is so easy. It's just every half hour written out with what I'm doing, the task, and then the other side is what role I'm playing, the different roles I'm playing. So it's really a simple schedule, but it really keeps me in the right mindset. So I call it my role schedule, and that's what you should follow. Just every time you're writing down your normal schedule, just right next to it, write down what role should I be playing when I'm doing this. Like if I'm making my phone calls. Now, that takes some different roles, but I can't get into that right now because I have too much to cover still. Oh my gosh. So find a positive and qualified mentor in the field. Number 2, set expectations for the learning curve and return on investment estimate. Number 3, make a plan with detailed action steps. Number 4, put your plan into action through your role schedule. Number 5, keep making smart adjustments as you go. You know how I am a huge believer in smart adjustments. Keep making smart adjustments as you go. And number 6, get additional training or tools as needed. Okay? All right. Get additional training and tools as needed. Are you guys making comments on all this stuff? Good morning. Yeah, I'm gonna go through your comments in a little bit. I can't see them when I'm going through the material here. Okay, so I just have a little bit left to go. So step number 6, and that is set motivating monthly and yearly financial goals. Okay, so if you want to make more money, you have to be very clear on how much more money and how you're going to do it. So again, number 1, specific deadlines are crucial. So motivating monthly and yearly financial goals. Specific deadlines, how much you're going to make by what date. Number 2, Structure multiple income streams into your goals form. So you're going to have goals for the future in your financial goals. So whatever multiple income streams you are going to be pursuing, that's going to be in your goals. Number 3, visualize achieving your financial goals. You know, I'm a massive believer in visualization. It really gets your mind in the right place instantly. And affirmations. I'm really using affirmations a lot more lately. You know, I've always used affirmations a lot, but just I've really been using them a lot lately, and they really are very powerful. Just try it. And you know, you don't have to chant out loud. Here's a little tip on affirmations. You don't have to jump up and down, scream like Lynette. Okay, maybe that's not you, but if you, it's the intention that you say it with. Okay, so if you say, I am a real estate winner, you know, you don't have to jump up and down if you're saying it with real intention. I am a real estate winner. I am a real estate winner. You know, before you make that call, it really comes across that confidence. So I am a real estate winner. Doggone it, I'm a real estate winner. You know, and if you just say it enough, it just starts to get you. You know, even if you've never made a dollar, you get the vibe going. So again, guys, big huge believer in affirmations. Don't have to jump up and down. Just really use the intention and visualization. And then number 4, review and revise your goals to stay committed and focused. So keep looking at your goals every day. You know, every day you should be looking at your money goals. You know, be aware of what your financial goals are. Every day you should be visualizing your future. Every day you should be thinking, how much money again? What's my deadline? Where am I at? You know, what kind of progress am I making? Okay, so I know that was a massive amount of information, but those are the 6 steps to make more money in your life. Some of them are by getting a new opportunity, a multiple income stream in your life. Some of them would be actually changing careers potentially to a more lucrative career. Some of it is making more money where you're at. If you like where you're at, okay, and you're not in the mood to make some big change, make more money where you're at with your regular job, plus add a multiple income stream. That's probably my best advice. If you have a regular job that you're okay with and you like it okay, and you're just still haven't made enough in real estate to quit yet anyway, you know, do better at that, but also develop your real estate to the point where that's going to be your primary income, and it can replace any other income so that you're free of any other income, any other work responsibilities. Okay, so again, that's a lot to digest. Our affirmation for today is I'm going to make more money. I will make more money. Okay, 3 times on 3. 1, 2, 3. I will make more money. I will make more money. I will make more money. Yeah, all right. 3 deep breaths. Ready? We're going to do it fast. In with a big smile and out. Again. Boy, how long do we go? And out. Was this like 20 minutes? Again. Way to hanging, guys. Lots of great info today. And out. Awesome info. And I'm sure that you guys, you're so smart. You guys all have incredible things to say. For me, the boss is my wife. And so happy wife, happy life. Good one, Charles. You're so nice. Charles, again, thanks again for those leads. We did not get a hold of them, but we kind of got them. But I will warn you, give you more warning next time, everybody, to send leads. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. Always bring more value than you are expected to, and opportunities present themselves more and more. That's a really good point. You know, what do they always say? Under promise and over deliver, and get that reputation. Get that reputation, and people will start to respond in a positive way. Great system. That's our what to say and what to do system. Thank you, Charles. Master caller me. That's your positive role before you get on the phone. That's good. And plan, deadline, and execution. Exactly. Affirmation. Feel it as if it is fact and has no choice to become reality. Charles, you're full of good comments today. Wow. Yes. So when you say your affirmations, obviously, like Charles said, you're feeling like those are facts, and they are already in existence. And that is great. Great stuff as usual. Thank you. So guys, let's have a great day. I went long today, I know, but lots of stuff. So you may have to check it out, watch some of it over. but I'm going to check off now. Until I talk to you guys next time, what are you going to do? You're going to keep expecting success, getting awesome training from the Wolf Couple, and taking action. Have a great week. I'll see you guys on Friday.